On the record, the court is calling 2019 CR 8716 State versus Andre Moody. Can I have parties announce?
Defendant for the state of Texas.
Albert Chidas for Mr. Moody.
And are you Andre Moody?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Andre Alonzo Moody who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 8716 for the offense of assault, family choking, impeding breath or circulation on June 24, 2020 for a period of 6 years and extended for 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, we're here this morning on state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation.
Oh, I need the supplemental. I don't have it.
I can.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Moody, did you review the state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Violation condition number 29, on or about the 23rd day of February 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Andre Alonzo Moody, did not comply with the rules and regulations of the GPS device 2019 CR 8716 in violation of condition number 29.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
State, do you waive the other allegation?
There's no other allegation there.
No, there is, because this is the supplemental, so there is an allegation.
Yes, right. We waived the other allegation that was in the original court potential.
Any objection? Oh, no problem. Any objection?
No objection, Judge.
All right, Mr. Moody, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 29, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 29? Court will find violation of condition number 29 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. I believe we're both hands open to Your Honor on the appropriate punishment. Given that, just from the state's perspective, we're here on the defendant's third motion to revoke, Your Honor. His first one was filed, looks like it's 3 months after he was initially placed on probation being placed in June 2020. He was first MTR'd in September 2020. And at that time, his conditions were amended to include a TAP evaluation. He was extended for 3 years. Then we come back about a year ago in June 2024 for his second MTR, where the conditions were altered and amended again at that point to add no contact with the victim and partial GPS. Additionally, Your Honor, over his history of his probation, he has had 5 positive tests for marijuana. He has had 2 trips to Bexar County outpatient treatment. At no point had he attempted to even begin his parenting classes in almost 5 years of probation. He has not completed any of his community service hours. He has not paid any of his fines and fees. It appears to the state that he's not interested in completing his probation as required to by Your Honor, and therefore we feel that 3 years prison would be the appropriate sentence.
All right, in defense?
Judge, I'd like to call my client as a witness, just
Sure. Could you raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up so that the court reporter can hear.
Yes.
If you state your name for the record.
Andre Alonzo Moody.
Mr. Moody, you've been on probation for going on how many years?
5.
Okay. And in that time, have you had a place to live?
No. Recently, through that time period, I lost all my family, my mom, my sister, my brother, my dad. And so I haven't had nowhere. I've been struggling. I had to, when my sister passed, my mom took care of the funeral and the cost. But after that, when my mom passed the following year, I had to do it. My brother's in California. He passed in California. My dad was in California. He was in prison in California. So I had to take care of that. So everything that I was kind of like my little stride that I had, my gainings, I lost it. I had to pay for my mom's funeral. Then I had to afterwards pay for my dad's funeral. Then I had to pay for my brother's funeral also. So it kind of took a toll on me financial wise. And for a while, I was just depressed. That's what happened with the first violation. When I lost my sister and my mom, I kind of didn't want to be here, a lot was happening. So,
So let me ask you this. So, were you living at Haven for Hope, or were you on the street, or what was your situation?
first, temporarily, I was with Shalon Sims, which is mother of my kids, which is the one I have this case with. And
Why were you with her? Didn't you have a no contact order?
no, that was prior to now.
It was after the second NTR.
Okay.
I was with her because we had kids together. My daughter was the main reason. My oldest daughter was the main reason I kind of just wanted to be here. She kind of always wanted to be with me, like through everything. Like my youngest daughter always wanted to go Shalon, and my oldest daughter always wanted to be with me through them times. She wanted to stay with me.
Okay, so let me ask you, in this time that you've been on probation, have you had any kind of employment?
Off and on, because I was working at Hooters for a while. But again, the consecutive passings of each family kind of took a toll on me, and I just drifted. Mentally, I wasn't there for a while, and I started kind of reading the Bible. Start putting.
Does anybody have any Kleenex? Do you need that for your ear?
It's
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be better than
this one.
your finger. All right.
Yeah. So I was.
So you did work, at any point that I know you've been, moving around, did you lose your ID or social security card?
Yes. Twice actually. Right now I'm on my 11th social security card. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but after you're only supposed to have 10 in a lifetime. Right now I'm on my 11th. I just recently got that back like 3 days before I came to jail. The caseworker at Haven for Hope, she gave me got my birth certificate for me. I haven't had that since I was 17. So I was kind of just getting stuff together, because when I first got out in October 2nd, it was hard because I didn't have nothing. Like, again, I had to get my ID back. I had to get my social. And while it was being my 11th social security card, I can just order it on my social security like I would usually do. And everything is through appointment. So I had to make an appointment to get my ID, but you have to have one to get the other. And that was hard, And I finally was able to get the paperwork from the jail, a printout of a photocopy. I don't know what it's called, but I was able to get that, and the ID place took it and gave me my license, which was December 14th. I went to the appointment and I got my license around January, and then I had to schedule an appointment for Social Security, but they're not taking walk-ins no more. That's an appointment, so I had to wait till February 18th to go in to get that, and I just received that 3 days before I came to jail. And that was the problem with my employment. I wasn't able to get a job because I was working at a temp agency, which I came to see you in February, because it was kind of hard to get myself together because I couldn't get the job. And the only job that I was able to get, GPS didn't want me to do it because it was a temporary job. So I kind of fell off with that, because I was working there. They didn't want me to work over a certain amount of hours. I was trying to get them.
Okay, so let me interrupt you. So you've got your ID, you've got your driver's license, your birth certificate now, right?
Yes, my case manager at Haven has my birth certificate.
Okay,
And they were also willing to help me with an apartment. All I had to do is get a job, a real job, as they call it, not a temp service job, consistently, and bring them 4 checks up. They would have paid my first month's rent because it's a program that they have. And, I never got that opportunity because I was arrested as soon as I got all my,
okay. And so in this time that you've been on probation, some 5 years, have you been rearrested?
yes.
You've been picked up new cases?
I haven't picked up no new cases. I've just been struggling to get on my feet. Every time I start to get like kind of the ball rolling, I always come to jail. And I lose everything again. I don't have nowhere to put it. You know what I mean? I leave it with certain people. It's not there when I come back. I have to consistently start over.
Okay.
And that's where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm at another process of starting over. And again, I finally got everything that I need to be able to work, to go do what I need to do. I'm interested in going to school. Is what I'm trying to go for welding. I was in school going for business management recently, but that was like 2020 after my mom passed. I kind of cut that off too.
Let me ask you, the violation is that you haven't been complying with the regulations, the rules pertaining to the GPS. Did you visit your kids?
I wasn't able to often, but my daughters, especially my oldest daughter, we have like a tight bond. So if I don't go like a long time without seeing her,
Okay, so his question was, were you visiting your children? That's the question.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, and the kids are in the custody of Siobhan?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
And you know that after the second MTR, they said no contact with
Right.
Siobhan since.
Yes, sir.
Did you talk to her about visitation?
Yes. She had called me while I was standing in Haven for Hope. She called me twice, and I didn't answer because of the no contact order. But she texted me and she told me my daughter wanted to speak with me, and I told her to have her call me, and they video called me, and she was crying. She said she wanted to see me. I haven't seen her in a month. So that's how we set up the arrangement for me to meet with them at the park, and I played with them at the park for about an hour and a half, and I left, and that's how I picked up the violation number 29.
Okay, and do you want to stay on probation?
Yes, I do need the help because I'm struggling by myself. Miserable. It's hard, and it's been times I don't know where to go. You know, and I do have somebody that's kind of like willing to support me. It's a friend of mine, possibly girlfriend, just to be honest. And
Well, to be honest, here's the thing. This is what the problem is. He's been on probation for 5 years. He hasn't done anything. The only thing you keep doing is you keep picking up more violations, and you haven't learned anything. Now you're saying, I have somebody to support me. That's the problem. You're supposed to be supporting yourself. You're hanging your star to this person to support you. If something were to happen to them, or if they were to break up with you, we'd be right back here on another day with you telling me that you've lost your relatives, which I'm sorry to hear about that. But you were here before saying the same thing. And now you're back again saying the same thing. And now you have somebody else that you're going to be with hanging your star to her. And I think everybody deserves a chance. I know there is love out there in the world, but you got to ask yourself, what is going on in her life that she's decided to hang her star on a person who has no job, who has no home, who has a criminal case pending and is not taking care of his business. So that relationship, I can tell you, that relationship is not going to work out because at some point in time, she's going to get tired of having to lift and carry you on her back. She's going to want you to carry her once in a while, and you can't do it. You can't do it financially because you don't have a job. You can't provide her a home because you don't have one. And as you said it, You're probably going to need another social security card because the jail is probably going to lose it. So you haven't done anything. In 5 years, why have you not completed parenting classes in 5 years?
It's $25 a week.
All right. So in 5 years, why have you not had a job? How are you supporting yourself? Were you living off your mom, living off your dad,
No, ma'am.
living off of relatives?
I was working at Hooters prior to my mom. I actually had a savings account and everything. But
So why haven't you paid $25 for parenting classes?
that was prior to me even being on probation. My mom passed in 2020. And my sister passed before that. And the funeral, my mom don't even have a headstone for her.
No, I understand that.
It cost a lot of money. And I never knew how much it cost. I didn't know, I was just.
But here's the thing. You haven't done anything on probation. Nothing. None of the requirements I've set for you, you have done. You have done nothing. Now, with regards to the marijuana, I know you're testing positive for that and you have a prescription. So that's the only thing you've been able to do. You got a prescription for marijuana, but you haven't done parenting classes. You've done nothing. And you haven't done your BIP class. You haven't done anything.
That's $25.
Here's the thing. You're using the fact that you don't have money for anything, not to do anything. And if you were to come into this courtroom and say, Judge, I haven't done the parenting classes or the BIP class because I don't have any money. If that were the allegations in the motion, I would be like, okay, you know what? He hasn't violated his probation at all. He just hasn't been able to do that because of funding. But that's not the case with you. You have done nothing.
Everything that I haven't done is because of funding this board. I don't have.
No, you violated your probation 3 times. All you had to do was not violate your probation. You haven't done anything. And there's nothing that can be said today that will make me think that you're going to do anything when you're released, because every time you come before me once, another judge, another time, and every time you come before me, you have all these plans and you always have somebody. I found somebody who's going to help me out with this now. You're not taking any responsibility for anything. And how old are you?
I'm 32.
You're 32. You're going through life thinking that somebody else is supposed to be responsible for you, and they're not. Everybody gets hit with problems. I know funerals are expensive. That's why I decided I wanted to be cremated, and everybody else is saying, I want to be cremated. And you know what they started doing? Raising the price on cremation. I remember you could get cremated for $2,000. Now it's up to $10,000. So I understand. Who knows? Maybe I'm just going to die in my house and have somebody let cats come in my house and eat me. I don't know. But what I'm trying to express to you is it is not anybody else's duty to take in an adult male and support them. You're not even supporting your children financially.
Right.
That's another violation of probation. So in the 5 years that you have been on probation, you haven't even supported your children because you don't have a steady job.
No.
But here we are, we're going out procreating and we don't have our lives together. I just don't think probation is appropriate for you. And there's nothing else that I can do for you anymore. I've tried my best. I've told you to pick up the phone, call probation when you need something, come into the court if you need something, and you have done neither. The only thing you've done is violate your probation, and you violated it 3 times, and you've been extended, and extending you doesn't help. You should have been done with this probation, off with this probation, because you've been on this probation for 5 years and have done nothing.
Ms. Ford, can I speak one more time?
Sure.
I just got my social security card. I came to you in February.
Here's the thing, when you were placed on probation and you got your first motion to revoke, you had just got your social security card, and you're telling me you're getting your life together, and 5 years you do nothing.
And yes, ma'am. And it was my fault because I kind of like you said, I kind of depend on other people too much in this. Like right now, I depend on a lot of people instead of trying to get things done myself. But I do try to get stuff done, Ms. Boyd. There's been many times that I've been searching for jobs, and it just told me no, and I did have an opportunity for a job right before at Denny's. I know it doesn't quite mean anything, but I got my income tax, on my car. I haven't even touched
Here's the
it.
thing, I don't even understand how people are getting an income tax refund and they don't have employment.
I was working last year partially for it.
All right, and you didn't pay $25 to do parenting. This is what the court is going to do. 29 is true. The court is going to grant the motion, revoke you. Find you guilty, revoke, give you credit for any time served. Does anybody want to speak with regards to time?
Judge, we would just ask for the minimum. All of these have been technical violations. He just can't get his life together. He's not out, holding up a Valero gas station, anything like that. So I think that based on that, the minimum would be appropriate.
And state, what are you requesting?
I'll defer to the court, Your Honor.
All right, the court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal, and I'm sorry, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. You have a right to appeal, and that right to appeal is a limited right to appeal. It relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, can I ask one more question?
Sure.
So I do have 390 days or 300 and something days. Is that accounted for as 2-for-1?
Anytime that no.
No.
So here's the thing. This is a misunderstanding that people have. The court is not in charge of whether you get 2-for-1 or day for day. That has to do with whatever facility you are at and whether or not they decide to give you credit for that. What I can tell you is I sentence you to 3 years. You will do no more than 3 years. All right. Good.